as CEOs. So maybe you're thinking that you can sort out marketing on your own if you haven't done it before. And I could definitely understand this point of view. When I was an engineer, I had the same kind of thinking. You're trained that we can figure out any problem. If you come from a strong engineering background and you have the experience to back it up solving problems, you might think, you know what, I can do this on my own. I don't need to have a consultant help me out. And this month, I just hit my first 100K month in business, and I've been in business for about a year now. And I want to talk about how this thinking held me back and what the solution is. Really, one enormous shortcut is to find somebody who's done exactly what you want to do and hire them. And hire them to help you and to help you avoid all the pitfalls. So I came from an engineering background. I used to be a physicist, then a programmer, then a product guy. Then I managed R&D commercialization for big multinational corporations in a lab in Switzerland. And so I have a lot of experience to help me get started. I had a good background for marketing. I was also a chief marketing officer. So even with all that, I knew that the absolute fastest way to success is to get a coach. A lot of people have business coaches, marketing coaches. That's the secret to basically shortcutting time. Instead of making all those mistakes yourself, instead of learning all the steps and finding out why things work the way they do through your own expensive trial and error. I mean, more expensive than your actual money is your time that you spend trying to sort it out yourself. You could get a coach. Personally, even as a former chief marketing officer, I spent over $150,000 on different coaches, and it was money really well spent. That's how I was able to go from just starting, no clients, to having great success stories and having my first 100K month in under a year. And if you are marketing a SaaS company, very often the first things you do is you start to hire people for tactics. You need some content marketing, you need to get some traffic, you need a website. But without any real experience and a solid strategy behind any of those things, they all end up falling flat. You need a holistic strategy behind them to get them working. And that's what I do. And that's how I got to first 100K months. I'm so happy to be able to serve SaaS CEOs and help them make a solid impact with their products. It's incredibly rewarding, and I really appreciate all my clients. And yeah, so if you are finding yourself making this sort of mistake, or you think you might be, where you are starting to try to solve all those problems on your own, the real shortcut is to find somebody who's done it before and pay for their advice. That's what I did. That's how I got here. Even as a CMO, you need some perspective. What's the phrase? A doctor can't work on himself, right? You need somebody in your corner who's not in the trenches with you to give you some perspective. So if you're ready to take the next step and get yourself a solid fractional CMO or marketing coach, I'd be happy to help you out. Come to freegrowthsession.com.